Hello, happy Saturday. It is March 1st today. I cannot believe it is March 1st. I feel like January was so incredibly long, and then February I blinked and it was over. But it is actually not going to feel like March this morning or today or this weekend. It's to give you a little weather update, it's I want to say a good 20 degrees colder today than it's been the last couple days, which is a bummer. But I remember last year so it would have been a year ago tomorrow, Charles and I went biking for the very first time, and I was just in a long sleeve shirt or maybe a sweatshirt, and it was beautiful. And it's only going to be 25 or maybe 30 between that this weekend. Anyway, we are actually going on a little overnight road trip getaway today. I'm actually super excited. We're going back home, my home, where I'm from. I haven't been back home in, I want to say 2.5 months, which is crazy. It's just, I don't know, with winter and stuff, I just haven't made it back and working and stuff, but I'm actually really excited to go to the country and see some family and my cat and just see the lake, and yeah, really excited. So it's just going to be a quick little getaway, but I'm going to take you along and we'll see what we get up to. These are just some of the things that I am packing for the trip. We're going to be there for a Sunday, so I needed to bring some church clothes. And this is the breakfast I made before we hit the road. We had gotten pizza and a salad the night before, so I wanted to get that salad eaten up so it didn't go bad. And of course, I stopped at a Goodwill in Clio on the way home. I'm always on the lookout for the vintage Corningware, particularly the blue cornflower Corningware. I have a fascination with it, and that is literally the only thing I look at when I go into Goodwills or thrift stores. But I saw these dishes and I thought they were interesting. I didn't find anything at this Goodwill, but it was such a beautiful day, super sunny, and it always makes road trips better when it's nice out and sunny, and it sure was this day. Came across this very rundown old church. We didn't see a date or anything on it, but Charles wanted to explore it, so we went back and took a look.
I wonder what kind of church it was.
Do you want to get out and explore?
Yeah. No. I mean,
Yes, I was singing Country Roads, Take Me Home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. And that's about all the words that I know.
you're walking diagonally.
We came into the house and the cat was, I think she had just come upstairs, and she was quite leery of us. So we were trying to warm her up towards us. But she was a little bit nervous coming around the corner there.
Come here, it's
but
okay.
She eventually warmed up a little bit.
Have you been lonely? Have you been lonely? Are you scared? It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, baby. I know, come here. Have you been so lonely? know. I know. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so sad. Have you been so sad?
One of the main reasons we came back home was to check in on my parents' cat. They had been on vacation, and we just thought it would be good to check in on the cat. Definitely to make another visit to go see my parents, but she's not used to being alone for too many days, but it was super fun. She was obviously quite leery when we got there. She especially wasn't quite sure about Charles. I'm not sure if she has like a thing where she's nervous around men. I know my dad makes her nervous, so that's probably the case, but she's a super sweet cat for the most part. You will see later that maybe she's not so nice, but it was really good to see her, and she gave some good snuggles, but then, to be honest, she hid for the most part for the weekend, so. My dad is probably the most talented man that I know. Super handy, can do anything, and he made this beautiful bowl, and he can make anything, to be honest. Just super impressed.
That is amazing. Oh, baby. Did you watch some pets?
It is always so good to go back to the lake. Just such a beautiful sight. Even in the winter, my dad has an ice skating rink that he has plowed off that's kind of melting, but just a beautiful view.
She's hiding. Meow! I'm surprised she's not meowing back. Meow. Meow. Nope. Nothing. She does not want to talk to us. Hello. What do you need to get?
I drove into town that evening to spend some time with my sister and her family, and as you just saw, she cut my hair and we played a game of Dutch Blitz. Let me know if you've ever heard of Dutch Blitz or played Dutch Blitz before.
Beat you to it, Mama.
Yeah, you did.
Beat me to it. I'm sorry.
Me too. I didn't have it.
Let's-
me! You're beating me! That's illegal! 2. Or -4.
I don't know what Charles and I were talking about this evening, but we were just sitting down having some dinner when I got back from my sister's. And we always laugh together and just have a good time. This is Sunday morning, the next day. I'm just having my coffee, and as you saw, the cat was sitting on a paper bag. She is just a funny thing and loves sitting on any different kind of material or texture. I was just trying to spend some time with her this morning to give her some interaction with people. Didn't want her to be lonely, but she was still being super leery of any sounds that she wasn't so sure about. So I was trying to call her over.
Come on. Hi, baby. Aww. Okay, well, I was just, petting the cat sitting right here, and she grabbed my arm with her front paws and just bit. So apparently she's in a mood. Now I don't care to pet her. So here is basically my haircut. It's like this little bob. And then my mom just gave me these cute earrings. Here are my battle wounds from the cat. Maybe that's a better view. She literally, I was petting her head, just all nicely and everything. And she grabbed my arm with both her front paws and just bit. It hurts. Just got back from church. It was really good. It was really good to see my family, and it was nice to see a couple of people at church. So a couple of people were like, "Congratulations, you got married," and I was like, "Yeah." So that was sweet.
A funny story, as we were leaving my mom's house Sunday afternoon, I was grabbing a pair of shoes that I had worn on Saturday, and I haven't even had them for a year, but they're literally falling apart. And so my husband was like, "You need to throw those away and I will get you a new pair of shoes." And so I was like, okay. So I literally threw them in the trash right then, and we headed to Birch Run on the way home, which is basically on the way. It's just maybe 10 minutes north of where we would get on the highway. So we went to the shoe department, and I had a particular idea in my head of what I would want. So here I am just trying on some shoes. I was super happy to find something and also find things that weren't too expensive. So I actually got 2 pairs of shoes, and I was really happy with my purchases. Before we left Bertrand, or as we were leaving Bertrand, we drove by this Goodwill, and Charles was like, "Do you want to stop?" And I had actually was over shopping. I'm not a shopper, and I was tired, and we had only been to one store, but I was like, "Oh yeah." So anyway, we went back and stopped here, and I was super glad we did because, of course, I'm looking for Corningware, but I saw that pie plate, but I already have a pie plate in the blue cornflower. And so I passed on that. And then I was super excited to find this little saucepan that I have never seen before. If I had seen them before, I probably would have already had it, but I was super glad to find this, and I did buy it. This was such a nice little overnight road trip for Charles and I. It was good for me to get back to the country, and we ended the trip with a beautiful sunset, and we were really happy to be home.